Hi there, Steve Kaufmann here. I'm going to continue with those videos which relate to Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. But first I want to announce that I'm going to do a webinar on learning Spanish, which I'm going to call the 12 tips for learning Spanish. In fact, I'm going to do 2 webinars. Each one is going to have 12 tips, so you're going to get a total of 24. It might even be 25. Tips on learning Spanish. It's going to be this Saturday, and it's at 10 a.m., 10 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time, and there'll be complete explanations in the description to this video, so you're certainly welcome to participate, and I will speak for about half an hour, and thereafter I will turn it over to questions. Spanish. Now, I hope to do a similar series of 2 videos for other languages. Maybe after Spanish I'll do French or I'll do Japanese. I don't know yet. I'll learn as I go along. Because in so many ways languages are very much alike. Languages have to express the same concepts, and they do them in somewhat different ways. It's not quite like that. The opening quotation for Tolstoy's Anna Karenina, where he says that happy families are alike, are happy in the same way. I can't remember exactly. Happy families are alike, are happy in the same way, but unhappy families are unhappy for their own different reasons. Languages are overwhelmingly alike, but they all have little idiosyncrasies. But essentially, having learned now more or less, 13, 14, 15 languages, I'm struck by the similarities. And I think sometimes a person who isn't used to learning languages may be overwhelmed when they first start to learn a language. So I'm hoping that this video of mine might help people. Spanish. I can't tell you how much happiness and joy I've had from Spanish. I was recently in Mexico, although most of my experience has been in Spain. Lovely country, color, music, pleasant, friendly people, and lots of history. And of course, I like to read. And the thing about Spanish is it's relatively easy to read because it's spelled the way it's pronounced. And here's a book, La idea de nuestro patrimonio histórico y cultural. Very interesting book, where you become familiar with this sort of mix of Indio and Spanish and so forth in the history of Mexico. I can't say that I've read this book, but I've read parts of it. I've listened to parts of it. It tends, to my mind, gets a bit repetitious after a while. Where are we here? Here, one of the recent novels that I read, a few years ago, La Sombra del Viento, which takes place in Barcelona, which I first visited in 1965 when Franco was still in power. And of course, I have read up lots on the history of Spain, traveled in Spain, and so forth. So you learn a language like Spanish, you become acquainted with the history, with the music, with the peoples of Latin America, of Spain. It's a fabulous language. So join me on Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and you'll see the details here in the description. I look forward to seeing some of you. Oh, and the webinar will then also become a video, and it'll be available in YouTube. Thank you. See you then.